here. I don't even know what this brush is. I think it's an eyeshadow brush, a Luxie 246 Precision Crease. Hey guys, welcome back. So got a video for y'all today on the IT Cosmetics It Girl Beauty Book for this year. So super cute, as it always is. I have collected these over the years and I just think they're so fun. They're so cute. They're an all-in-one kind of a palette. You get lots of products in it. It's just cute. So I think they're fun. So I'm going to run through this year's, show you some swatches, let you know my thoughts on it and my overall review. And then I'll also show you a little mini tutorial on how I did this look right here using the palette. And I tried to use as many of the products as I could so you can kind of see them in action. So let's get to the video. Okay, so this palette retails for $49.96. It comes in an outer box that looks like this with a cute little bow around it, which is so fun. So the presentation of it is super cute. And the little heart on it says, "Because of you, the world is more beautiful." How sweet is that? And then a little to from. So love that. It does have a little pamphlet with it as well inside. Actually have not looked at this. Oh, it kind of like goes over what's in there and then how to use the products, how to do an eye look. So that's really fun. Yeah, just kind of directs you through your palette. That's always a nice little addition to get in there. So this is what this year's packaging looks like. So it's kind of a soft pink with a texture to it. It's really pretty, but my favorites were always the sparkly ones. This was the first year. I think this was the first year. I think silver was first. And then there was rose gold. So fun. And then last year, I think there were just 4. I hope I'm not forgetting one. Now it's getting confusing at this point. And then this is what this one looked like. So this is probably my least favorite. So this is, I think, third. The glitter was always my favorite. I love those sparkles. It's just so fun. Let me try to show you the inside of the palette. So it opens up like this, and then opens this way, and then opens once again. So you get, what all do you get in here? Okay, let's start over here. You get concealers. You get the Bye Bye Pores powder, the Bye Bye Pores bronzer, the It Girl blush in Countdown. That's really fun. It's got an ombre to it, so you kind of get a highlight in there with it as well. You get lip products, and then over here you get shadows, and then you also get a brow product. This right down there is a brow product, and then you get a liner. The black is a liner. So yeah, but you could use those in other ways too. I mean, you could use those on your eyes as well, just as shadows, I would think. And that top one is the Superhero Eye Foundation, and then you do get a little mirror on this side. So really cute. I mean, you've got lots of things in there. It's all nice and compact. It looks like a little book. Super cute. Let me try to quickly run through other years so you can kind of see what was in those. So this one had the Inner Light highlighter. It's a cream highlighter, so it looks kind of gross at this point. The It Girl blush, and then some lip products, and then the eyeshadows in this one, kind of darker and deeper in this first one. The rose gold one, this is when they started putting the bronzer in there, which I really like. I think that's a good addition. And then you've got, in this one, you had a highlighter separate and 3 lip products versus 6. And then there are the shadows that you got in this one. So kind of a combo of light and mid-tone shades in this one, and a little bit more earthy, I would say those colors are. And then this one, again, same right here. The blush has a little bit more of a golden highlighter in this one, and then a larger, lighter lip color in this one. So 4 different lip colors. And then here are the shadows. So this one, it has more kind of taupey green color. So again, a little bit more on the earthy side in this one. So really just comparing all the colors that you get in there, especially the shadows, I really think that this year might be my favorite kind of color story, because I think you've got a good combination of light and deeper shades, and they're very neutral, and you've got a good combo of warm and cool. So I really like that. I went with a slightly more cool tone look today, and I really enjoy it. So I like this color story in this one a lot. Now for swatches, so I have the face products and also the lip products in these swatches. So this is the Fair Light Concealer. This is Medium Tan. This is Tan Rich. This is the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder. This is the Bye Bye Pores Bronzer in Honey Glow. The tone on that is so pretty. Just the slight bit of a glow. The finish, I should say, on it is really pretty. It's got just a soft satin that looks so pretty on the skin, so love that. This is the Countdown Blush, the more matte side. This is the highlighter side, and this is all swirled together. So there is that. Lip products, this is Aurora, Pure Joy, Brisk, Frosty, Fairy Tale, and Je ne sais quoi. Those are so nice. Such creamy lip products. Oh my goodness, I'm wearing Je ne sais quoi, and it feels amazing. So comfortable and hydrating. And then shadows. So this is the Superhero Eye Foundation in Cashmere. This is Smitten. This is Festive, Cafe, Fizz. Those look very similar in swatches, but they are slightly different. This is slightly more pinky, more of a peach, more of a light, almost like a light taupey green. This is more of a champagne icy color. And then let's go to Spiced, Spirit, Chili, Hot Toddy, Cocoa. This is the brow powder. What is it called? Brow Power Powder, I think, in Universal Taupe. And then this is the liner, the Superhero liner in Superhero. So there are all those swatches. Really pretty, nicely pigmented, beautiful. So formula on these different products. So the concealers are a thick formula concealer. They have really good coverage, but they are just a tacky, thick formula. So I think it's all about preference. What do you look for in a concealer? I like that kind of concealer for concealing on my face. For my under eyes, it's not my favorite type of a formula. You definitely get the coverage, but it's just that thicker texture. I prefer a little bit more creamy of a texture, not quite as thick and tacky feeling. So I will use the concealers more on my face. I need to use a little bit more on that right there. So should have done that. The Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, really like that. It's very smoothing to the skin. It definitely smooths out pores. I love using that for touch-ups during the day. It's a great powder. Love that bronzer. Oh my goodness. Great texture on that. Very blendable. Really pretty on the skin. The blush, love that too. It is blendable, easy to use, very pretty on the cheeks. Love that. The lip products are gorgeous. I mean, such a nice formula to them. Super hydrating. Lip products in a pan like this, not my favorite. I much prefer just a regular lipstick, or if they are in a pan like this, at least something covering them. So having little potted, panned lip products, not my favorite thing. So that's definitely something in these palettes that is not my favorite thing about them, but I still like the products themselves. I mean, this is very comfortable and really pretty on the lips. The brow product is great. It worked well. It's a good color tone to it. I do think it'll work for a lot of different hair colors. The liner is awesome. It is soft, but still defined. It was easy to use, so love the liner. The Superhero Eye Foundation was really good. That gives you a nice foundation for your shadows. So let's talk about IT Cosmetics shadows and the formula. So I like their formula. It's not my very favorite eyeshadow formula, but I think that they totally have a place and a particular kind of benefit to them. They're not the shadows that I will reach for if I want a super artistic look that's really bright in color and a lot of different things happening and a lot of definition. I will reach for IT Cosmetics shadows if I want just a natural, enhanced, beautiful eye look, because I think that's IT Cosmetics in general. They're not going for that super crazy artistic makeup look. They're going for that just more enhanced, natural beauty look. So their shadows are still pigmented, blendable, really pretty, but they're going to be more kind of natural, soft colors versus those super bright ones. And you're gonna get just more of a soft blend to them, but they're still so pretty. And I like them for getting out the door quick. I mean, you can put a little bit of bronzer in your crease, and then you can put one color on your lid and you're out the door, so they're great for that too. So I do really like them. They just have kind of a particular place in my collection and my makeup playing. So overall review on this little palette, I think it's great. I really do enjoy it. I think it's beautiful. I love that it's all in one, and really kind of comparing what's in this palette to previous years, I think this might be my favorite one as far as what's in it. It's not my favorite packaging, but what's in it I think is probably my favorite. It's a great little palette. So that's my overall review. So now we're gonna get to this look. Let's get to it. Okay, so I already applied some eyeshadow primer, and I actually already set it, but then I remembered I could use this top color, that top cream shade right there. So I'm gonna use that one. Whoa, and not drop the palette. So use this as my base all over my lid. Next, I'm gonna take the bronzer, the Bye Bye Pores bronzer, and I'm gonna use that as my crease shade. So just get some of that on a crease brush and just build this up into my crease and transition area. Okay, next I'm going to take that shade right there, Cocoa, that one, that matte shade, and apply that into my outer corner with a small brush. This is a Morphe M507. So just kind of building up that color in my outer corner and over into my crease a little bit. Even that right there is so pretty. I like that, just those two right there. So I totally forgot to use the brow product at the bottom there, the brow product, that one. So I'm gonna just apply a little bit more of that. Not a little bit more, a little bit of that on my brows, just so I can, you know, play with as many things as possible from this palette. I have used this powder before in other palettes and I like it. It's a little bit deep for my brows. You can see it's just a tiny bit dark. I did use an It Cosmetics product though. I used the Brow Powerful, and I actually topped it with some powder over my brows because it was looking a little bit dark, so I will probably do that with this as well. Color is pretty close to that Brow Powerful in the Universal Taupe shade. Just gonna use a tiny bit of my face powder just to kind of soften the brows a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's kind of a silvery taupey sort of a color. So we're gonna get that on a flat brush, tap off my brush. I'm gonna use some setting spray with this. Ooh, where is my, oh, there's my setting spray. It's like, uh-oh, I'll leave it in the other room. So get some of that on a brush, tap off my brush, spray my brush, and apply this onto my lid. Just kind of build this color up. And you can go back in with Cocoa and apply more of that if you feel like you lost some of it. I don't know where my Morphe brush went, so this is, oh, another Morphe brush. Might be the same one. I don't know. It doesn't have a number on it, but it looks like an M507. Now I'm going to apply some of the Superhero liner at the bottom, the black liner right there, with a Sigma liner brush. So I just kind of like swirl my brush onto it. I can't really hold it to show you, but I just kind of set my brush down and twirl it like this so that it gets all over the brush, and then tap off my brush. And then just going to apply a little bit of this along my lash line. Okay, I applied some mascara. I used my favorite, the It Cosmetics Superhero. So now I'm going to use the concealer from the palette. I'm going to take this one right here, Fairlight. So get just a little bit of that on my fingertip and apply this under my eyes and kind of tap it on. I might bring in a brush to kind of diffuse the color a little bit, but wow, look at the difference, just brightening. This is a thick concealer, but it definitely covers well. I typically like a more pinky toned under eye concealer, or at least a brightener first, like using a color corrector first and then a concealer. So typically I would do that, but I want to try to stick with using this palette. So that's applying it with a brush. It just kind of diffuses it a little bit more. So just however you want to apply it. Then the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder, I'm going to take that on an e.l.f. small tapered brush and use this to set my T-zone, and then I'll use a fluffier brush to set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to take some of the Bye Bye Pores bronzer and apply this into the hollows of my cheeks and also up on my forehead and on my neck, just for depth and dimension, just for some shape to the face. I applied some CoverGirl Clump Crusher to my lower lashes to finish off my eyes. So for cheeks, I am going to get the It Girl blush in the middle there. Such a pretty pink. So kind of concentrating my brush on the bottom part, not as much on the highlight part at the top of the blush. Kind of ombres up. So getting some of that on my brush that's pigmented and just building this up slowly because it's so pigmented. Then I'm going to concentrate my brush more at the top to get the highlight portion of the blush on a smaller brush. This is a BH Cosmetics, I don't even know, brush. I think it's an eyeshadow blending brush. And then just apply this as my cheek highlight. So pretty. I prefer to do this. I mean, you can totally buff your brush in there and get a glowy blush look. I like that too. But if you're wanting a little bit more precision for where your highlighter goes versus your blush, you can definitely do this, where you just, you know, concentrate your blush on the different parts of the product. And for lips, I'm going to start with Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in Lay Down the Mauve. So let me apply this real quick. And I'm just drawn to Je ne sais quoi. So I'm going to use this one right here. I don't even know what this brush is. I think it's an eyeshadow brush. A Luxie 246 Precision Crease. Precision Crease brush. But I'm going to use it as a lip brush. Okay guys, so that wraps up this video. So I hope that you really enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful for you. Please hit a thumbs up if it was, and let me know down below what you think about this little beauty book. If you've looked at it, if you've purchased it, what are your thoughts and opinions on it? I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!